Well, Tony, what a cracking end to the game after thinking that your team had thrown away 2 points to then go and win all three. What a terrific way to win a football match.
Yeah, really pleased with them. For the vast majority of this game, I felt we dominated and were in control. Played a lot of the game in their half of the field, and it's difficult sometimes to break down defences as as many men behind the ball as they get. As we found out last week away at Plymouth as well. But it was great to finish as it did. Injury time today was a bit mad. I was mourning at 7 minutes because of whilst there'd been a lot of substitutions, they'd been in blocks of three. Really, I wasn't sure where he got seven from, but. And then I was saying, thank God we had 7 minutes, at the end. So it's a funny game, I suppose. But I think we deserved it. Well, I know we deserved it because in the balance of play, we were, in my opinion, the much better team. They throw everything at it in them last 10, 15 minutes, of course, and they push you back. And particularly as we're trying to hang on to a 1-0, it's human nature to sort of protect what you've got. And we dropped too deep and allowed them to get balls around our box. But I hope the Baggies fans are going home happy tonight and seeing their team give everything to try and get a victory.
It's been so long since we've won a game like that in that fashion here at the Hawthorns, or anywhere really. What has that done to the dressing room, Tony? Is it louder? Is it brighter than normal after a win?
Oh, listen, it's been tainted a little bit by an incident at the end of the game, of course, with the melee of players. But the players are buzzing. Yeah, listen, I I try and paint pictures for them. I try and give them scenarios of how it's going to be, how this game's going to go, and this is how we should play, and this is what will happen. But the players over the last couple of weeks, as I've been having individuals saying that we never sort of have any carnage or chaos at the end of a game. We never can win it late on. There's no Fergie time goals, It's and yet here we go, as I've just said to them. There you go. There's your Fergie time goals, and it wasn't because we were loading the box and pumping it in. It was because we had a set play and Malumbi got across the front of their near defender and nicked it in. So just great for the fans, really, to be so disappointed in going. Looks like 2 points dropped, another draw, to winning the game so late on. It's a great feeling. That's what football's all about, and hopefully the fans feel the same as the players, and they're delighted with it.
Tony, Adam Armstrong brought him to the club to score goals, and that finish in front of the Bromwich Road end epitomises why you felt you needed him in your team.
So I've only known Adam and goals, really, if that makes sense. He's a lovely lad. He's not an arrogant boy at all who give it to me, play with me. But he's got wonderful acceleration and power and shoots off both feet, always on the move. He can play into his feet and hold it up, but he can run in behind really fast. He can play off the left, he can play off the right, he can play a bit deeper. I was so happy when I heard on the morning after the transfer deadline day had finished that the deal had gone through, because it was really, really late and we weren't sure it had gone through. But delighted he's here. Hopefully he helps us win some games between now and the end of the season, and he enjoys his football. He's had a tough. It's been a tough time for everybody at Southampton this year. The Premier League's caught a few out, and but hopefully he can enjoy it and play with a smile on his face and help us win games.
Just finally, Tony, with a lot of other Championship teams taking part in the FA Cup today, it was an opportunity for you to climb up to fifth and go 3 points clear of seventh. And with a home game coming up on Wednesday as well, how much of a massive win do you believe that could be?
Yeah. Well, listen, when they equalised, that was the only thought in my mind, that we throwing points away that we shouldn't be throwing away, because it's an opportunity with teams not playing because they're playing in the FA Cup, and that game's always hanging, that you've always played one more than them. And with that Tuesday or Wednesday night when they're catching the game up, and you could drop down some places because if they win, it's but irrelevant now. We got 3 points. We can do no more than 3 points, and so we just have to keep going. Hopefully, we can reinforce it on Wednesday with a fine performance and a good victory again.